What's going on, my good people? Welcome back to Play to Win with more than the coach Mike Holmes here, where I focus on scholarship over emotionalism when dealing with each aspect of life. And today I'm back with my I Self is the Law that one must master series. And so today, like I say, in this series I've been breaking down, different aspects of oneself that an individual can study to become more aware of themselves, like I say, and to master themselves, like I say, to understand why they may do certain things and why they may not do certain things, and why things may be easier in one area of life and may not be as easy in the other area of life. And so in this section, in this part of the talk, in the series, we're going to be dealing with numbers, which through my research and study, I found out that numbers also play a key role in, one's life, in an individual's life. Well, like you say, you have a birth date, certain things like that. And so your birth date, those numbers actually tell a story about you. And so in this section, that's where we're going to talk about numbers and how it's another aspect of your individual self, which can help you, succeed in life, or, just be more effective, in your everyday life, which is what this series is about. It's about mastering oneself to become their best, most truest self, when living life. So with that being said, we're going to deal with numbers. And from my research and study, numbers are more, I learned that numbers are more than symbols of comparative quantity. I discovered that numbers have a more profound significance, that numbers represent aspects of our beingness. And this can be analyzed by studying one's birth chart. My goal is to inspire one to go and research this information that I'm sharing, and research oneself, learn more about the different aspects of your being, of your, your individuality, so you can be more effective in living, in living your life and be more happy and joyful, because the more you know yourself, like like with me sharing this, and going through this series, myself before, sharing it with people, it's like, I know me. I know myself, and it's a great feeling to know yourself, like to know what's actually you and what's not you, some certain beliefs or certain things that you may have picked up on the way that's not really yours, or you don't think that way, it allows you to stand strong and firm in what you believe or what you think is right for you and your life, So that's why I really like this series. That's why I'm really sharing it, because of what it gave me, and what it's given me, because I'm still learning things about myself, but the greatness of it thus far. So anyway, continuing. So we're going to begin with the number one. So number one is, by definition, is the first physical number. It is the key to divine and verbal self-expression and expression of the ego as a microcosm of the divine macrocosm. The number two is the first spiritual number, feeling number. It is the number of intuition. Number three is the first mind or thinking number. It is the gateway to the conscious mind and to the rational understanding, the focus of left brain activity. The number three is symbolized by the triangle, representing the connection of the mind, soul, and the body. 4 is the number at the center of the physical plane, which is the doing plane. It's the key to orderliness and organizing. Number 5 is the center of the soul plane, the feeling plane. It is the spiritual number representing joy and freedom of expression. The number 6 is the center of the mind plane, which is the thinking plane. It represents creativity, the integration of the left and right lobes of the brain. It also represents the opposite of creativity, which is destruction. This is the negative creativity expressed as worry, stress, anxiety, and depression. Number 7 is the symbol of the temple, the body, and its 7 chakras, which are power centers. It is the teaching, learning number, the number of the practical, philosophical experience. And number 8 is the most active spiritual number at the active end of the soul. It is the number of wisdom expressed intuitively through loving action. It brings independence into focus. And number 9 is the threefold number at the action end of the mind plane. As mind and action, it represents ambition, which is the physical aspect, responsibility, which is the thinking aspect, and idealism, which is the spiritual aspect. Through my research and study, I found that numbers allow us to develop an immeasurable level of self-awareness, which is important to understand our threefold nature and how our 3 cells are closely connected. And the 3 cells are basic self, the conscious self, and the true self. So basic self, by definition, is the body in self-defense. It is instinctive behavior as distinct from intuitive behavior of the high self or the true self. Insecurity, sensation seeking, and the desire for control of situations and other people are the expressions of the basic self. The basic self, which is the body in self-defense, it is instinctive behavior as distinct from the intuitive behavior of the true self. Insecurity, sensation seeking, the desire for control of situations and other people are the expressions of the basic self. Now, the conscious self is the home of our thoughts and attitudes. It is the domain of memory, creativity, and idealism. The conscious self is the bridge between the basic and the true self, integrating our reactive and instinctive aspects with our spiritual values. And lastly is the true self, the aspect of our being that recognizes and determines our needs. It expresses itself as intuition, joy, and wisdom. It is our highest form of expression, the divine within. Like always, like my videos, share my videos, leave a comment. Peace, and play to win.